Hi everyone, good to see you again all. I hope you all will be fine. Please check Iraq latest news updates. A high-ranking delegation from the Kurdistan Regional Government, led by Prime Minister Masrour Barzani, has arrived in Baghdad to discuss issues including the salaries of employees in the public sector and Kurdistan's share of the federal budget. The delegation includes Deputy Prime Minister Qubad Talabani, Minister of Finance and Economy Awat Sheikh Janab, and President of the Diwan of Council of Ministers Sabah. Upon arrival at Baghdad International Airport, the delegation was received by several federal government officials, including Minister of Youth and Sports Ahmed Al-Mubarqa, Minister of Foreign Affairs Fuad Hussein, Minister of Justice Khaled Shawani, the Ministry of Construction, Housing, Municipalities, and Public Works of Iraq Benkin Rikani, and members of the Kurdish blocs in the Iraqi parliament. The delegation is scheduled to meet with the three Iraqi presidencies and the Iraqi Prime Minister, Mohammed Shia al-Sudani, discussed on Wednesday the cooperation between financial institutions in Iraq and the U.S. Treasury Department with the U.S. Assistant Secretary of the Treasury Department, Elizabeth Rosenberg. The meeting addressed measures taken by the Iraqi government to undertake financial and banking reforms to reduce corruption in all of its manifestations, according to a statement issued by the Prime Minister's office PMO. Al-Sudani indicated that the government is advancing the banking sector reforms, which are crucial for the growth of the economy, by adhering to international standards, solving lingering issues, and keeping up with developments. The Iraqi Prime Minister emphasized how the continuing reforms have significantly limited money laundering offenses, curtailed unauthorized trading, and reduced corruption. Al-Sudani illustrated that the government has made significant progress in putting its reforms into effect across financial institutions, both in the public and private sectors. Rosenberg applauded the Iraqi government's outstanding efforts in implementing financial and banking reforms, which would support Iraq's attempts to strengthen its sustainable development initiatives and expand its economy. And the U.S. Treasury Department appreciated the efforts and steps of the Central Bank of Iraq in contracting with international auditing companies to ensure the accuracy and transparency of procedures. The media office of the Central Bank of Iraq said in a statement, Governor of the Central Bank of Iraq, Ali Mohsen al-Alik, received U.S. Assistant Secretary of the Treasury Elizabeth Rosenberg and her accompanying delegation. The statement added, during the meeting, bilateral relations were discussed and the measures taken by the Central Bank of Iraq in the field of combating money laundering and terrorist financing were discussed, in addition to confirming the continued support provided by the U.S. Treasury and joint efforts to enhance transparency and integrity and implement international compliance instructions in the Iraqi banking system. He continued, the two parties discussed following up on the outcomes and results of previous meetings between the Central Bank of Iraq on the one hand, and the U.S. Treasury Department and the U.S. Federal Bank on the other hand, as well as the possibility of providing technical support in the field of financing foreign trade through solid banking channels with mechanisms that enable the financing of legitimate foreign trade in various currencies, including the euro, the Chinese yuan, and the Emirati dirham, as well as organizing trade movement with the Republic of Turkey. The statement stressed, the U.S. Treasury Department appreciated the efforts and steps of the Central Bank of Iraq in contracting with international auditing companies to ensure the accuracy and transparency of the procedures. Thanks, take care.